Even though bad things might have come my way, it felt like I was a person again.
I walked in the front door and I said, I'd like to get a job. And they said, well, let us help you.
We're building stronger communities because we're able to help people get jobs. And at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to, is we're able to help people take care of their families.
Working with Goodwill is really critical to companies that are coming to the Valley for the first time. It provides a foundation in the community that they work.
Once they see that they can thrive and be successful, that's going to change their entire future.
I have a job, I have a stable job. I can help my community, my family, and it helped me become a stronger person.
My family was really dysfunctional. There was a lot of drugs going on in my household and alcohol and a lot of mental abuse and physical abuse. My mom's boyfriend at the time really took advantage of me and started to molest me for a long period of time. That led me to having no regards for anyone or anything around me. From there forward, it just started a cycle where I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop doing things that were gonna get me in trouble with the law. So that's what I did because it's what I knew. Every time I'd get out of jail, I'd just go right back to doing the same things, using drugs, robbing, cheating, stealing, and running. And running from my problems became a really big part of a new problem that I was creating, because when things get tough, I run. When things get muddy, I run. So that's what I did. I got picked up for a warrant, and the next day I woke up in an isolation cell, withdrawing from multiple substances, and I just shot out a prayer, asking for relief, asking for the relief of this lifestyle, wanting to change came over me.
My name is Cole Glau. I'm the employment specialist for the Fresh Start Reentry Program. It's sort of their first steps, really personal, deep steps of growth and change. I really try to get them to focus on who they are, how they see themselves, and how they see their future. Martin really got the spirit of that. He would challenge the other participants, ask them very, very tough questions. And he was able to do that because he asked himself those tough questions and he found his own answers.
Once I was released, I came over here and I did my intake here at Goodwill, and I just started to enjoy life. I learned how to take care of myself, like physically, spiritually, emotionally, simple things like learning how to conduct a job interview, learning how to fill out a resume, learning how to speak to people cognitively. Now I have 2 full-time jobs. I just bought a car. I have a fiance that we just got engaged and she's expecting now. My future is hopeful and free. Thank you, Goodwill, for empowering me.
As a leader, I get to build relationship with my community. I wanted to improve myself, and they said to come to Goodwill for an interview. I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect, but everything was really organized. It was a very smooth process.
Having to hire 120 people to start on a specific day is a daunting task. Linking up with Goodwill was instrumental in making that possible. We were trying to find good folks that really are interested in working. We came into the hiring events just really looking for entry-level employees, and what we really found out of that was some amazing talent, and we ended up having over 100 people show up and lined up out the door.
So the ultimate goal within Goodwill is whenever we're partnering with an organization, we're truly looking to fill every position that they have available. We're trying to end poverty through the power of work, and that work is with organizations that have these amazing positions that our job seekers can take advantage of. So that very first day, they hired 100 people. Those individuals are able to get jobs that help them take care of their family, that help them build that life that they want. So partnering with organizations within Arizona truly makes our communities stronger.
The partnership with SK Food Group and Goodwill was such a success that our senior leadership really wanted to give back to Goodwill and provide an opportunity to make improvements here at the 75th Avenue and Thomas Career Center and just make it a really nice, efficient place for folks to come in and get that support needed to find a job. One of those individuals was Tran Thon, was interviewed here at one of our hiring events and came on board and has been able to move up into a lead position and now into a salaried supervisor position.
I love my new job because it gives me an opportunity to learn about leadership, more understanding of other people, so one day they can help their community and help their family and to bring them into a better life. I want to thank Goodwill and SK Food Group for this wonderful opportunity.
We were the typical family, you know, a husband, wife, a boy, a girl. He was a journeyman carpenter. He could build anything, from nothing to a mansion, and I was so proud of him. I was always so proud of him. He started missing work, and it's not like him to do so. It took me a while to convince him to go to the doctor because, well, I don't know, like typical men, they don't like to go to doctors. Once he did go to the doctor, I understand why he was scared to go. 3 months later, cancer took my husband away from me. We were together for 37 years, that's over half my lifetime. We were devastated. With my husband gone and I had no resources, no money coming in, I lost the house and all I had left was my car. So I had to force my grandchildren to live in a car with me. It was terrible. It was a very terrible time in my life. I wanted so much more for them. I couldn't give it to them, but I kept trying. I had to try. I had to try. I didn't want to lose my grandchildren. They were all I had. CPS, Child Protective Services, came knocking at my car door, and they took my children away from me. I didn't want them to, but I knew it was best for them because I couldn't do anymore. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to go to for help, if there was anybody out there that could help me. I was lost. I don't know, I was gone. My son told me that he had gotten a job at Goodwill and he had some car problems and needed a ride back and forth to work, and it's what better person than me to do that for him because I had a car. I'd come a half hour early and I'd walk inside the store and I'd just stand there along the wall and I'd start reading the signs, and it was inspiring. I couldn't believe it. There's no way that a company can take away poverty. How can that happen, you know? A lady walked up to me and she said, "How can I help you?" I said, "Well, I'd like to apply for a job." She sat me down at a computer, turned the computer on, and it was all right there. She said, "If you need any help filling this out, you just let me know." And I said, "That's great." I said, "This is all there is to it?" She said, "That's all there is to it." Before I had the opportunity to finish the application process of it, they were calling me in for an interview. I had a smile on my face for the first time, and I couldn't tell you how long, and it kind of hurt because I haven't used those muscles in so long. My first day on the job, the whole day was perfect. It was wonderful. I could live again. Don't have a place of my own, but I do have a roommate. I get to see my grandchildren whenever I want to. I have a reason to be now. Thank you, Goodwill, for strengthening my family.